always attend. We know there are those who like to raise their competition and use the social media to defame the SFFA and defame the national team. We are looking at that, and we are looking even at the laws. When you are defaming the national team, you are not defaming a person, you are defaming a country. Last time I was saying, even for those who are members of the SSFA, or those who are even playing football, when our team was going to Congo, they were saying nonsense about our national team. If your soldiers are going to protect the borders in our country, you cannot say them they will not achieve anything. Before even they get to engagement and contact. We know their intention. Their intention is probably they may be thinking that if you do so, this is where you will get the leadership of the SSF. We are here for the interest of the country, for the interest of our generation that are playing football. Nobody among us come here. This is not an employment. Here work that you do something for your country, for your people, and for the generation to come, to represent our country. And that is our national pride. Let me come to this issue. As you've heard, there's nothing that SSFA would have done more than this step. What we did, I think, is the procedures that other countries are doing. We have to test the MRI. We have to go to see all the population, go to other tests that has been explained by the doctor. And we have done that. We have not, even for SSFA, we were not having financial resources. And we have even written to the minister that allowed us to make a press conference that we are not going to participate. The minister requests us to try our level best to let him participate. And kindly for other agencies, they try to support us and even give a geometrical confidence. We have struggled to let this team participate. And among you here, all of us, even including the court, sometimes we get and other members who love football and others sponsors. All of us will contribute for this team to go. And nobody, objectively, if you think that you invest your own finances, you try to get loans with the SSFA, there will be no good reasons for any person who have understanding to get all these debts and suffer and make even these children and the families support the team and all the people to support the team, and then you go on to like what Qur'an said, nobody won in that history. You know what this came out, this qualification, and I thought, well, because our result delayed, and I was very suspicious that we call him Michael. What happened? Why things are delayed? When it came out, then I got the message, and then the Secretary General was in Morocco. I said, this already was. Let us make a complaint. But I have already, because if I can see a joke and the goalkeeper, and when you see that from physical aspect you can know them before you go to it. But we subject our body to medical test, which we think that is the right thing to do. And we have done the same place, and we are successful in Ethiopia with the same medical. So we have exhausted something that we did. When I asked, for those who think that it's a forge, we make a fake age. It's not, even Kafka not allowed you. If you forge something, they will punish you. If they believe this is what we have done, you will not be allowed. There are articles and there are rules that can punish the secretary for that. And that's why when I ask, they say these MRIs can indicate the real age. That is assessment, of which others develop faster than others. You could be young and you are born to develop faster. That determines that you have a more age. While you are still very small. Like us, you can see physically. You can see other person is very young. Even twins, sometimes you can see this twin is small and the other twin is very old. Last time, when we were disqualified from 2020, when I came to the leadership, I raised this in Sakafa. I did not love this. I raised it in Sakafa and in our meeting with the leadership of CAF, the issue of disqualifying because of age. And I came up with a proposal. Why don't we disqualify those who are determined, those who are assessed? Let me not leave determination, because he said this one is not a determination of age. Why you don't disqualify the players who are assessed to be above 18? Because of the issue that I said, some people develop faster their boats more than others. And for us, for reason of fair play, I suggest that, and this was taken to the leadership of the CAF. And CAF, now, they make three or something. Because they expect there will be no team that will go more than 5 or 4. At least, if there is a mistake, we are thinking of 3. In our case, in fact, as a leadership, we are going to investigate, put investigation. At least, though we don't get everything, we will further go to our medical complex to give us update on the issue, because it's not simple. It's about the country, it's about the moral of the people, moral of the players, moral for us. For others who are laughing on us, all of us, we are very shocked. Probably, if there are those who are not sleeping, it's not anybody. Started from leadership to everybody, we have been very shocked, because we prepare it mentally, and the good thing always, you can be okay if you know you have committed mistakes somewhere. If you commit a mistake, somebody will say, okay, I've done this mistake, and that's why I failed not to succeed. But for us, under all the circumstances, we have done our level best to prepare the team with all the medical. And even when other medicals are not there, I have to charge the LG, go and check, let some here and there, and all this food. Even you can see our Korean coach has to contribute 1 billion source of this fund. For what reason? It's for him to see this under 17 participate and compete. All of us. This is a team that I was so confident that we have get better results, because of the way that we were prepared. Time, and the commitment this year that they have, and the mentality they have, and the way the coach is preparing. So I was my confidence this team will do something. And for those who think that that is, we're doing it for fun. Nobody can do it. For 2020, we can say, okay, the MRI test was not done. That was the initial mistake. But even they were to do MRI tests and then they were disqualified, you cannot blame them too, because they have done all the necessary procedures properly. And even those whom I was seeing, I told Michael, there was one called Ismail and Philip, and what I marked them. I said, these people, why? Because they are tall and physically strong. I said, if you go, what do you need to do on 26? Take them to the test. 4 of them or 5 of them. These 5 that I was suspicious, we got only 1. That is disqualified. But 4 of them were all, I was surprised. Even if they were disqualified, these 4, I would have said, okay, that was something that's wrong. These people, they were all safe. And when you see a job, it's something that you cannot imagine. Somebody very young, innocent, you cannot be disqualified. But because they say the ball all faster than their age, it's something that we don't have power in it. Anything to do with medical is a sign and something that is to be examined. Even when we do a procedures of investigative, it's not because we need to know whether this Juba complex of the center in UK, were they genuine or wrong? So that if we have other things, we don't use it as a place that we test out. You know, even for us to do this, we requested a medical from CAF to come. But later on they said it is, time factor is not, now, it's not a time because it is a short time, we will not be able to come. But you can do MRI tests and that's no problem. You know, because we are keen on looking to that there's no mistake or there's nothing that is going to disqualify. Until things are assessment and it's not exact, and we are not accused that SSFA has done a forgery for age. Some, of course, because they don't investigate, they went to conclusion, okay, people make their own selections, and people go and select a big age. Nobody is a magician here. Even if I said one of them, come and select the team, will he be able to select? Selection is done through the MRI test. MRI test gave us the results. So what could we do? We cannot blame a coach because people are tested. You cannot blame a medical doctor because all the procedures he read in regulations, he has all fulfilled them. You cannot blame the SSFA because we have put on resources to do whatever medical things be done. So what do you put a blame now? We can blame machines, whether they cup machines or GMS machine. So it's a medical thing more than administrative. So what can I blame here to us? The blame to us is to make sure that what the Juba Medical Complex done was true. And after that, because we are also members and affiliated to CAF, we cannot quarrel. The result, because it's, the medical they trust, this is what gave us the results. We complained, and they said this is what they write and final, and this is what is the regulation. What can we do more than that? We are a different association, and we are affiliated to CAF. We have to accept. Unless to come with another ways of thinking for future, which we can suggest to the CAF, or we complain to CAF for how they will improve And I think our case will make some correction. Because even those of CAF, those of organizations, do you think that they are happy? That what they do is the regulation that they have put on. Because they also have solidarity with us. They have some, they call me, I talk to Secretary General, they say sorry, I talk to the organization, CAF, they say sorry, but there's nothing in their hand for them to say, okay, let us put on such, because this is the regulation that they put. So our blame is for us to engage with medical, to see these players, if they were tested correctly, then it would have been to us, so that we have confidence of that. And we will still say it. This, we will still launch to medical, this and that, but we will not keep complaining. We will make investigation for us to be on safe side and understand what is going to happen. In the future, even we are not going to make, as a way forward, if it happens we qualify for another time, is for us to bring a medical doctor from CAF, to be the one analyzing. It happened. You know, when Tanzania and Uganda, when they went to Ethiopia, they were tested, about 4 of them or what. But later on, because they brought the CAF doctor, the CAF doctor said no, they don't want that results. And things went on. They said this disqualification is not working because they have already tested. So probably maybe that is the way forward, but because we are much trusting our MRI here, we feel that it's basically okay, at least somebody experts in that, and it's called MRI test. That's why we were believing that the MRI test here is perfect, because we never counted any mistakes. So I want for us to, as I said, to apologize to our people, and say sorry for what happened, but it's not a mistake. That is not necessary. We here, we cannot be ashamed to spell out that we have mistaken something. Or if any member here feel that he has a mistake, we have to account that. There's nothing that is you prove because it is something to do with the sign. It's something to do with the sign, nobody has the power. It is a machine. Machine could get fault for any reason. Or whether our machines here or car machines or anything. That is our organization. We have to believe in that capability. With all the doubts, we complain. And you can see the letter from Matthew was so tough in complaining. It was not an easy complaint because we're believing 2 unless those who participated in Ethiopia, and we believe them are very young, you know. And that's why the CAF said, no, it's not about age. And that's why it's not saying you have forged. Because they are also very careful. Because this is my child is young, and you say it's old. This could be a legal thing. And that's why they are avoiding to say it's not a determination of age. Is that they are analyzing the fusion and the bonds gaps and all this. And even me, I was not aware of what is that. Because it's when I talked to them, they said, no, it's about analysis of fusion and the bone gaps and all this, and the bone of others evolve faster than others. So what I want to say is, as a media, you have to reflect for things. Yes, all of you, I always read your writing. Those who always come here, they take the right information. But those who also try to defame because of the political reason, you cannot defame your own national team. After all, is your team. You belong to. Unless even you can criticize the leadership for any reason, but you cannot criticize the national team. And these are very young. We need to help them, support them, grow, and represent the country. So I thank you very much for coming and for your appearance. What you also ask is for you to also understand what had happened. But after all, I'm not blaming my team here because they've done a wonderful job. All we have been supported in, even our government supported us, at least even the Vice President, Her Excellency Mamanyande, encouraged us to try to participate. Who could have even called you to come and withdraw because there was no financial resources. And they encouraged us to look around and try to let team go. Some even were saying the team will not come back. I don't know whether they were thinking that they would be Algerians. And if they don't come back, what made you to laugh? Yeah. And now they came back, what happened? This is your concern. We know our ability to take a team with all the odds that we have. You always ask what are these resources, when have you contributed to the national team? For you to even criticize the contribution or negativeness. These are things that I don't understand what is a national fort here. If you are a nationalist, you are supposed to understand what are your contributions, your duty to a national fort. I think if athletes, like when they won, we have a national fort to support them. We will not say these are people who, when our handball went to Tanzania, everybody you should support your national team. Our basket is going to World Cup. All of us, it's about South Sudan, it's about people of South Sudan, it's about our own right. It's not about football alone. When we are doing very well, like those who are going to support those who are displaced in Khartoum, or people who are coming to the war. Even for you, for your neighbors in Sudan, from the national good perspective, you cannot laugh on them. You have to stand. But others, what they have is a lot of somebody that you don't want, that is missed about the country. You need to know. When election comes, this is the time that you raise up. You have something to say. But it's a time for you to have a solidarity. All of us. We have something harming us, we should come together and support each other. There are some who understand me, who call me and they say, President, sorry, there are other things happening. Because it's a time for us to support each other when we are in difficulties. It's difficult because we have to participate. Yes, you were to lose and come back and play, it's okay. So, I would like to thank you for all the questions, for your coming.